Hello, good morning, guys. Have you gone through squares? I have asked you people to go through squares, right? Because today we are going to discuss the topic that is nothing but unit digit and 10 state position. Yeah, I hope everyone have gone through the topic called as squares so that it will be easy for you to calculate at a faster rate. Then we'll wait for 2 to 3 more minutes. Let others join. Then we'll continue with the class. Okay. So guys, today I'm going to discuss the topic called as unit digit and tens digit position. So first I'll go with unit digit position. Then once after completing unit digit position, I'll give a break of some 5 to 10 minutes. Then we'll continue with tens digit position, guys. And I want you guys to concentrate a lot today, because today I'm not only going to teach you how to solve this unity position or how to go through this tensile position. I'm going to reveal the fastest trick possible, guys. So whatever the question you are going to get, you can solve it without actually using calculator. So guys, you need to understand that. So please concentrate a lot here. So whatever the points I'm going to tell in between or while solving any problem, please make a note of it. That will help you a lot in solving the problems in a faster way. Everyone be ready with your calculator. Guys, please be ready with your calculator, okay? Abhishek, please mute your audio. Abhishek Sai, please mute your audio. Thank you. So if I'm talking about unit digit position or tens digit position, we have a direct application of this unit digit and tens digit position in like a number system. Sometimes they may ask what is the remainder when a number is divided by 10, or what is the remainder when the number is divided by 100 or something. That is also a problem which is related to unit digit and tens digit position. And similar application will be there in other concepts also. Yeah, so now I'm going to purely discuss the applications of unit digit and tens digit position with respect to number system. It means I'm going to talk directly about numbers here. Okay. Okay, guys. Then we'll start with this. So while talking about unit digit position, first we need to understand the powers of the numbers from 1 to 9. Clear? So I'll draw a table over here. So I have drawn a table over here with 3 columns. So now what I'll do is I'll write down the inputs, whatever is required. So first one is units. Second one talks about its powers, and third column talks about the frequency or the complexity. So guys, while talking about this theoretical terms, you may feel like it is difficult or it might be complex. Unit digit position, finding out the unit digit position is very simple, guys. It will hardly take 2 to 3 seconds to answer any question on unit digit position. Hardly 2 to 3 seconds. So for that you need to understand the process. So after understanding the process, you can easily tell what is the answer for it. Clear, guys? Okay, so first I'll start with 1, and I'll go with the easy numbers first, then I'll go with the other things. Like I have already discussed while talking about squares, how we are going to go with the numbers, right? We are not going in a general format. We are not going to start from 1 to 100 in a general format. So we are going first with the easy things, then we'll go to the medium, then we'll go to the difficult one, so that the learning should be very easy here. Clear, guys? So I'll start with the easy numbers first. So if I'm talking about 1, what is power of 1, guys? 1 to the power is 1, 1 to the power 1 is 1, 1 to the power 2 is 1, 1 to the power 3 is 1, 1 to the power 4 is 1. Can I say 1 to the power anything is 1? Right? 1 to the power anything is 1. So can I write its power is only 1 and its complexity is 1? Complexity is nothing but it is that number which talks about after how many powers the value keeps on repeating. After how many powers the value keeps on repeating. It is nothing but a frequency, guys. What is the frequency of that particular power? Now 1 to the power anything is 1, so it doesn't have any frequency. Frequency is nothing but just 1. Clear? Now I'll go to the next number. That is nothing but 5. Now if I'm talking about 5, I can say 5 to the power 1 is 5, 5 square is 25, 5 cube is 125, 5 to the power 4 is 625, it goes on. Now look here, whenever I was talking about 5 to the power anything, the last digit was always 5, guys. Yes, right? So I can tell its power is 5 and the complexity is again 1. So I can say 5 to the power anything ends with 5. So if you get any numbers like ending with 1 and ending with 5, that is very easy for you. You can directly tell the answer as 1 or 5 over here. Clear? Next, I'll go to the next number, that is nothing but 6. Now if I'm talking about 6 here, 6 to the power 1 is 6, 6 square is 36, 6 cube is, yes guys, what is 6 cube? 216. So now look here, all the numbers over here, it will end with 6 itself. So 6 to the power anything will also end with 6. Then I can tell the complexity is 1 here. Clear? Is it clear, guys? Next, I'll go with the next number, that is nothing but 4. Guys, understand the format. First, I'm going with the complexity of 1. Next, I'm going with the next higher complexity. At last, I'm going with the topmost complexity though. Okay, now I'm going with 4. If I'm talking about 4, 4 to the power 1 is 4. So I'll write it over here. 4 square is 16. Last digit is 6. 4 cube is 64. It means again it ends with 4. Right. So I can tell 4 will have a power cycles or powers of 2, and I can tell its complexity is 2. 4 to the power 1 is 4. 4 to the power 2 ends with 6. 4 to the power 3 ends with 4 again. 4 to the power 4 ends with 6 again. 4 to the power 5 ends with 4 again. It goes on. Yeah, so we need to understand this one. So it has a complexity of 2. Next, I'll go with 9. So if I'm going to check with 9, 9 to the power 1 is 9. 9 to the power 2 is 81. I can tell the number ends with 1. So this is 9 and this is 1. 9 cube is 729. Again it ends with 1. So 9 to the power 4 ends with 1. 9 to the power 5 ends with 9. 9 to the power 6 ends with 1. It keeps on repeating. So I can tell the complexity of 9 is 2. So is it clear, guys? So first I have started with the complexity of 1. Next I'm done with the complexity of 2. Now I'll go with the complexity of 4. And this is the last complexity, guys. Now I'll start with 2 and 3. I'll just change the color over here. Okay, now if I'm talking about powers of 2, 2 power 1 is 2. I'll just make a note of it. 2 square is 4. 2 cube is 8, and 2 power 4 is 16, 2 power 5 is 32, again it ends with 2, 2 power 6 is 64, again it ends with 4, 2 power 7 is 128, again it ends with 8. So it will keep on repeating. So I can tell the complexity of 2 is 4. Now if I'm going to look at 3 here, 3 power 1 is 3, 3 square is 9, 3 cube is 27, and 3 to the power 4 is 81, and 3 power 5, it goes to 343. Sorry, it is 243, so it will again end with 3. So I can tell the complexity of 3 is also 4. So those numbers are nothing but 3, 9, 7, and 1. Okay. Now there might be some people who might be feeling difficult to calculate 3 power 3, 3 power 4, and all those things. For them, I'll let you know one more shortcut over here. Okay. Now the point is, if you don't know or if you don't remember how to calculate 3 cube or 3 to the power 4 and all those things, at that time I'll split this number in 2 parts, guys. Look here, I'm splitting the number in 2 parts. So if I'm talking about 2 power 1, 2 power 2, the number is 4. Now without even checking what is 2 power 3 and 2 power 4, we can directly write it. Now look here, if I'm talking about the third number is a complement of 2, guys. Complement of 2 is nothing but 2 plus what will give us 10? Is it 8? So without even checking what is 2 power 3, we can directly write with the help of addition. Now if I'm talking about the last number, what is the complement of 4? 4 plus 6 gives 10. So I can write it easily over there. So no need to calculate cubes and powers of 4, right? So we can directly write down two numbers. Anyways, we know the squares from 1 to 100. So we can easily take out this, and next you can just make a note of it over there. So if you write 2 and 4, the next two numbers will be the complements of 2 and 4. That is 8 and 6. Similarly, will you try with 3? It's not only for 2, guys. It's for all the numbers which has a complexity of 4. So if I'm talking about 3 here, 3 and 9 is done. 3 power 1 is 3, 3 square is 9. What is 3 power 3? It is just the complement of 3. It ends with 7. 3 plus 7 gives 10. Next is 9, and complement of 9 is 1. 9 plus 1 gives 10. Clear, guys? So similarly, we'll try with the other numbers, that is 7 and 8. So now I'll go for 7 and 8, I'll go with the complexity. First two numbers I'll write, then I'll go with the complement number, then try whether it is correct or not. Okay. So if I'm talking about 7, 7 to the power 1 is 7, 7 square is 49. Next, I have already told how to go with the other two numbers. Just take the complement of it. Complement of 7 is 3, complement of 9 is 1. If you want to check out the powers of 7, 7 to the power 1 is 7, 7 square is 49, and 7 to the power 3 is 343. It ends with 3, right? Similarly, it goes on. So I can tell the complexity of 7 is 4 over here. So similarly, if I'm talking about 8, 8 to the power 1 is 8, 8 square is 64. And what is 8 cube? 8 cube is 512, right? So no need to calculate what is 8 cube and what is 8 to the power 4. As I have already told, we'll go with the complement. Complement of 8 is 2, complement of 4 is 6. So we can say the complexity of 8 is also 4. So till now you might be learning about complexity and the powers. Now where to apply this? So I'll just go with one examples on each of the numbers, so that it will be helpful for you to tackle all the numbers over here. Any doubts till here, guys? If you have any doubts, please let me know. Okay, no doubts. Yeah, then I'll start with a solving problem here. So while I'm talking about solving problem, I have already told first I'll go with the easy numbers. Okay, easy numbers in the sense with the smallest complexity. So it means I'm talking about, I'm going to start numbers with 1, 5 and 6. 1, 5 and 6. Yes guys, please suggest some numbers ending with 1. Any numbers guys, it's up to you. Yeah, 31, 1331. Yes, I'll take the two numbers here. What is the unit digit in the expansion of 1331 to the power of 241? Yes, what is the unit digit in the expansion of 1331 to the power of 241? I can directly tell the number is 1. Now guys, how fastly we can do this? Just check it out, okay? Now while talking about unit digits guys, we don't need any other number other than unit digit in the base. So I can eliminate all those things. So we just want unit digit in the base. Clear? And 2 digits in the powers. So if you have any 10 digit number to the power of any 20 digit number, no problem. So we need 1 digit in the base and 2 digits in the powers. Clear? So here I have 1 to the power 41. As we already know, 1 to the power anything is 1. Clear? For a number which ends with 1, no need to check about the 41, no need to check what is the power itself, because we know 1 to the power anything is 1. So the number which talks about the complexity of 1 will yield the same unit digit which is there in the base. Okay guys, now I'll take one more number. 465 to the power 783. What is the unit digits guys? What is the unit digit of this number? Yes, good. It is 5. Why it is 5? Because complexity of 5 is 1. So I can say 5 to the power anything ends with 5. So I can directly say unit digit of this number is 5. It's very easy, right? Now I'll go with the next number, that is 286 to the power 341. Now this is the base number which ends with 6, and I know 6 to the power anything will end with 6. So I'm already done with the first 3 numbers, that is nothing but the numbers with complexity of 1. Okay, that was very easy, right? It will just take 1 second to answer it. Just look at the question and answer it. Rakesh, please mute your audio. Rakesh, please mute your audio. Okay, thank you. Now we are done with the numbers which have a complexity of 1. Is it clear with this? Now we'll continue with the next one. That is nothing but numbers with a complexity of 2. Now I'll start with 4 and 9. So if I'm talking about number ending with 4, okay. So guys, just let me know any numbers ending with 4. Yeah, 534. Yes, 534 to the power, like I'll take it as like 276. Is it fine? Okay, now as I have already told, while talking about unit digit, we just need the unit digit of the base. So this is eliminated, and 2 digits of the powers. So I can eliminate this. I can rewrite it in the simple format as 4 to the power 76. Now while talking about the unit digits of a complexity unit digit of a number which has a complexity of 2, we no need to worry about the powers, whether it is a 2-digit number or not. Just look at the table over here, guys. So this is talking about 4 to the power 1 is 4, 4 to the power 2 is 6, 4 to the power 3 is again 4, and 4 to the power 4 is 6, 4 to the power 5 is 4, and 4 to the power 6 is 6. Right? So I can directly say that 4 to the power any odd number will end with 4. Guys, listen to it clearly, okay? Because 4 to the power 1 is the odd number, 4 to the power 3 is the odd number, 4 to the power 5 is also odd number, 5 is the odd number, right? So if I'm talking about 4 to the power 1, 4 to the power 3, 4 to the power 5, 4 to the power 7, 4 to the power 9, 4 to the power any odd number, the number will end with 4. And if I have a number which is nothing but even number, then I can tell 4 to the power any even number will end with 6. So just make a note of it. Any number which has a complexity of 2, it will follow this odd and even. So we have one more number which has a complexity of 2, then I can tell 9 to the power odd is 9, and 9 to the power even is 1. Is it clear, guys? Yes, good. The answer for this, now look here, 4 to the power 76. 76 is even number. I can tell that the answer is directly 6, right? Is it clear, guys? Okay, now I'll take two more numbers. 934 to the power 27. What is the answer, guys? Yes, good. Answer is 4. Because 4 to the power odd number is 4. Now I'll take one more number with respect to 9. I'll take 729 to the power 146. So here we have 9 to the power even. Yes, good. 9 to the power even ends with 1. So just understand this values, guys. So we are done with complexity 1. We are done with complexity of 2. Now we are moving to the last one, that is nothing but which has a complexity of 4. So this is also quite easy, guys. The thing is, like, you need to understand how to divide a number by 4. That's a simple thing. So now the actual concept which talks about the base value of 1 is required, base number with a with 1 unit digit, and the power with 2 digits required, that applies to this concept which has a complexity of 4, guys. So I'll take some number over here. I'll start with 2 now. Then I'll proceed with 3, next with 7, and next with 8. Okay. Now if I'm talking about 2, 472 to the power of 347. Guys, this is a number which ends with 2. So we need to understand how it is going to work. Okay. So first what we have to do is, we have to eliminate the numbers, or we need to ignore the numbers which is not required. So I'll just eliminate it. So I can write this in simple format, that is 2 to the power 47. So whenever we have a number which has a complexity of 4, we have any number which has a complexity of 4. So first what we have to do is, we have to divide the power by 4, guys, and we have to take care of the remainder. Understand this clearly. Whenever we have any number which has a complexity of 4, we need to divide the number by 4. We need to divide the power by 4, and we have to take out the remainder. Other numbers we can just ignore. So what are those numbers which has a complexity of 4? That is nothing but number ending with 2, number ending with 3, number ending with 7, and number ending with 8. So I can take it as like 2 to the power of 47. How to take it? I know 4 to the power 10. So what I have to do is 2 to the power 47 divided by 4. I need the remainder of it. 4 10 times is 40. 4 11 times is 44. Remainder is 3. Can I directly take it as 2 power 3? What is the number? What is the unit digit when we have 2 power 3, guys? So first number is 2. second number is 4, third number is 8. I can directly take the number as 8. So it's quite simple, guys. So whenever you're going to take a number which has a complexity of 4, you need to just divide the power by 4 and take out the remainder. So if you take out the remainder, you got the answer on spot. Clear? Yes, guys, the answer is 8. Good. Okay, we'll go to the same number with one more example. I'll take only one digit in the base. 2 to the power 748. What is the answer, guys? Yes, Vinayak. Good. It's 6. Yes, Swati. Good. It's 6. Okay. Now look here. Sometimes you may have one small confusion here. So I know like 2 to the power 748 is nothing but 2 to the power 48, because we are just talking about the powers with last two numbers here. Now if I'm talking about 2 to the power 48, 48 is completely divisible by 4. We are left with nothing, right? There is no remainder. Guys, when we have any number or when we have any power with no remainder, then we are going to the last digit, guys. That is nothing but 6. Clear? If you get any remainder as 1, you will write the first one. When you get the remainder as 2, you will write the second one. When you get the remainder as 3, you will write the third one. And when you get remainder as 0, it means when there is no remainder, you can write the number as the last digit. That is nothing but 6 in this case. Clear? Any doubts, guys? Okay, now I'll go with the other numbers here. 3 to the power 74. Now I have to take out the remainder. So the number is 72 is divisible. I can take, it's nothing but 3 to the power 2. 74 divided by 4 has to be taken, guys. So remainder will be 2 there. Because 72 is divisible, remainder is 2, and we know 3 square is nothing but 9. How much time it will take, guys? It will hardly take like 2 seconds to answer this, right? Okay, next we'll go to the next one. Okay, then we'll go to the next number. So I'll go with 7. So I'll take 7 to the power 475. So I don't want 4 over here. So it means it is nothing but 7 to the power 75. So what is the remainder when 75 is divided by 4, guys? Remainder will be 3. So I can take 7 to the power 3. What is 7 to the power 3? If you don't know the 7 to the power 3, just understand this table. We have 7 power 1 is 7, 7 to the power 2 is 9. 7 to the power 3 will be the complement of the first number. That is nothing but 3. So answer will be directly 3. Yes, good. Answer is 3. Clear? Next we'll go to the last number. That is nothing but 8. 8 to the power 47. What is the remainder when 47 divided by 3? 47 divided by 4. It is nothing but 8 to the power 3. And what is 8 power 3? 8 over 1 is 8. 8 square is 64. 8 to the power 3 is nothing but complement of the first number. I can tell the number is 2. It's very easy, right? I'll take one last number. 8 to the power 64. Yes, good, guys. The answer is 6 here. So 64 is completely divisible by 4. Then we have to take out the last digit. That is nothing but 6. So answer is 6 over here. I just want you people to confirm, like when there is no remainder, the number will be the last number in the list. Is it clear, guys, with the unity decomposition? You guys have any doubt in unity decomposition here? Any doubts, guys? Please let me know. Okay. So guys, we'll take some 2 to 3 minutes break just for so that you people can recall this unity position. Then we'll start with 10 days position, guys. Because in order to start with 10 days position, you need to be very clear with unity position. So please go with this unity position for 2 to 3 minutes. Then we'll start with 10 days position, guys.
Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel.